Okay, project managers, this is our last week of regular coursework. After this, we will be working just in project teams. Now, this week we're talking about procurement or outsourcing of the work that would be done on a project. Why would you ever want to outsource? Why would you want to take the project work and send it to an outside vendor? Okay, great. So then as you're planning out a project, at what point do you start to contact these vendors? Okay, great. So what do you really need to have in place before you go and talk to a vendor? What documents and what kind of things do you need in order to get a vendor's bid? Okay, great. Vendors are an important part of any project. Well, not any project, but most projects. There's times when it makes sense to go outside of your existing work team. Sometimes projects are completely done by an outside vendor. Let me tell you about Roots Tech. Roots Tech, we did a lot with an internal team, but there are also aspects of it that we went outside. For example, to set up the main floor and the main auditorium that sat 14,000 people, that is just a little bit beyond the scope of the equipment that we have at the church. And so it made sense for us to contract an outside vendor who is used to doing those kinds of things, knows what they're doing, and has the equipment already purchased to set up that kind of a venue. And so in that case, we went outside and we got vendor bids and ended up going with the vendor that we chose for Roots Tech. So there are times when it really makes sense to use a vendor in project management. Okay, so let's talk then just a little bit about the project teams. So you signed up, hopefully already, for a project team. And this week, I really want you to focus on getting to know your new project team. Now, this is the project team that you are going to have for the rest of the semester. And after this week, all of your work is going to be focused on that project team. So you're going to need to be able to do the pre-documentations that are in Proof 4, and then you'll carry out the project. And you need to take photos of that project and submit all of that as part of your Proof number 5, which is your final for the class. So the most important thing, get to know your project team this week. Get their contact information, figure out where you're going to meet, how you're going to meet. In every case, you are going to need to meet in person. And so make sure you arrange those times so that everybody's clear and that you can get things moving forward. Now, 3 of the projects are events that are going to be held at LDSBC. You need to start thinking about where the approvals that you're going to need to get, the location you're going to need to secure. The projects are all pretty well outlined. However, you may want to change some things. You may get into this project and you might realize that you need a change order. If you're going to change anything from that requirements document that you started out with, you need to get my signature on it. You need to get me to approve it. And so any changes that you want to make sure that you email me a change order form and make sure you text me to let me know that you've sent it so that I can go in there and take a look at it and approve it or not approve it. It's part of managing a project is the change process. So make sure that you document those things. All right, that's it for this week. Have a good time, and as always, text me if you have any questions, 801-884-9988. Thank you.